Well, I thought tonight was a great learning experience for our basketball team. I don't think we could have played better than the first 18 minutes of the first half. I told them after the game, you have to understand why you could potentially have lost this game by taking the shots that you took. But we got to give credit where credit's due. Carter was, by himself, was physically tougher than our entire team. I mean, 31 points, 13 rebounds from a guard. He was brilliant, great, 4 steals. He was just unbelievable, one of the better performances I've seen. And we defended him fairly well in the first half. But we took a lot of bad shots. It's the first time we've taken challenge shots. We were 4 for 15. We want to keep it under 6, and we took 15. So it was a great learning experience. I really believe this because I've been around this game a long time. If we would have won by 20 tonight, we would have gone into Creighton and just got our asses handed to us. So this was great for our team to understand. If you rebound like that, you take challenge shots like that, and you allow a guard to rebound like that, you're going to lose some close ones. So it was a great learning experience. When you can win and learn, fabulous. But we did a lot of great things in the first half. In the second half, due to Providence's brilliant play, we did a lot of poor things. But, you know, overall in the first half, when you shoot 56% from the field and 45 from the 3, you're doing a lot of good things. And then the second half, 37 and 28 because of the shot selection that we took. These two guys played well, not great. They played well. They've played well all year, but they've got to do more. Both of them have to do more, and they will.
We'll start with Zach. Rick, what did you think of RJ's rebound there, and then the contest on Pierre?
RJ is a great talent who is going to give me a nervous breakdown because he, like throwing the ball off the guy's rear end on an inbounds pass, some of what he does is really going to age me. I'm very young for my age, but coaching RJ this year has made me 90 years of age. I'm close to Louis right now, very close to because of RJ. But he's a great talent. That rebound saved the game, but he was told not to let the man go by him on the inbounds pass, and he immediately let him go by him. So he's going to learn. If he's a student of the game, I believe someday down the road when he heals with the shins and practices, after next year he has a great chance of being a first-round draft pick.
Did he get a piece of it? I couldn't tell.
No, I don't believe so. No, but he shouldn't have got beat. The whole thing was to keep him in front.
Raj.
Question for Daniss and for Rick. There was a period in the second half after Providence grabbed that 1-point lead where you guys sort of exploded, and Daniss had, I want to say, 4 or 5 assists and a 3-pointer in that stretch. You know, Daniss, was there something about that moment that called to you? And Rick, what do you think about the way that Daniss handles the situation there?
Daniss is very tough. He could match Carter's toughness, no question about it. But the other 12 guys couldn't, because there were rebounds that we had to come up with and didn't come up with to ice the game. Now, did we miss? Like I told them, miss free throws. Sometimes you make them, sometimes you miss them. But you always have the option to play great defense. And we played good defense and gave up second shots. And that's what really perturbs me, because when game's on the line, you got to get the ball. And the man to my right has to come up with it.
Daniss, did that moment call to you that, you know, you took your game up a level?
Most definitely. In situations like that, they were playing very hard around that time. They had a lot of energy. They had they were getting loud, and I just told the guys, just take deep breaths. But now we got to fight fire with fire. You can't lay down. Now we got to attack. It's our turn. It's our turn to attack. So that's that was my mindset, and I just tried to get all of us on the same page on the court with that mindset.
Coach, St. John's and Seton Hall both 4-1, sitting at the top of the league. What does that say about how both teams are playing right now?
I know about St. John's. You follow Seton Hall. I don't. So if you want to talk about Seton Hall, good, write about it. But I don't follow Seton Hall.
What does it say about?
Seton Hall's a great team.
And about
We're playing great. We're playing great. I mean, Are you saying that Seton Hall's not a good team and we're not a good team and we're surprising the world? Is that what you're saying?
Well,
you can say it.
one
Say
team,
it.
one team was picked ninth, one team was picked.
Yeah, but then who's picking it?
Coaches.
I mean,
Coaches.
yeah, that's right. If you guys would have picked it, you would have picked Seton Hall 1 and us 2. Look, I called Shaheen, or texted Shaheen 5 times after they won the other night, telling him what a great job he's doing. So, and he is doing a great job. But I have to tell you, the guy who coached against me tonight is absolutely fabulous. Fabulous. His team plays like they haven't eaten in a week. You know, my guys are at the buffet every hour. But this league is full of coaches. I'm pissed off at my guys right now. It's okay, because you can get upset when you win, and you learn a lot of lessons. But they've played great. I have very high aspirations for them, very high goals for them, and I don't want them to do the things they did tonight in terms of taking challenge shots and doing those things. But they're intelligent. They're great. He's the most lovable young man I've ever coached. He's has a smile, he's lovable, and I'm trying to make him so much better than he is just by getting on him constantly. I want him to get 25, 30 rebounds in games. Is that possible? I don't know, but I want him to try and do that because he's such an amazing young man, one of the finest I've ever met in my lifetime, and I want so much for him. And he's having an MB look. He's one of the 1, 2, or 3 guys early in the season that should be best player in the league. So, but I want him to be even better than that. I don't want anybody to even think about rebounding when he's in that area.
Kevin?
Rick, you were pessimistic yesterday that Chris Ledlum was going to play tonight. What did you see from him, and how do you think he did?
I think for a guy not being 100%, gave us everything he could. I think he got beat a lot. What they do is, you know, they have a 7-second offense. They don't really run offensive sets. They just try to beat you off the bounce. And that's a little bit our weakness. Hofstra took advantage of it. They took advantage of us beating us. And but we won tonight with great offense in the first half. And then we made some big plays down the stretch. I mean, RJ's rebound off that missed free throw was gigantic.
You said he was 70% against Butler. What, like
Who
percent?
are you talking about, Ledlum?
Ledlum, yeah. What percent healthy was he today?
I don't know. You'll see it in a few minutes. You can ask him. I'd be guessing. I know he's not 100%. I don't know what he is.
For Joel and Daniss, you know, Coach saying obviously wasn't your best game, especially that second half. What do you think it says about you guys that you're able to find a way to win a game where, you know, a lot of things you've been doing well recently, maybe you didn't do well tonight, but you're able to beat a quality team despite maybe not being at your best?
So, I mean, in a game like this, you know, we came out in the first half. With the way the offense was going, it's so easy to, in the second half, to get kind of like you lose focus of what's actually our game plan to win the game. And I think that's kind of what happened. We didn't rebound like we were supposed to. We didn't contain the ball like we were supposed to. But our offense was going great. So, as young players, it's kind of hard to stay focused on that when offense is going well. Like, I don't really think we missed in the first half. So it's like everybody's thinking score. Like, we're all trying to score and make the play, get the crowd into it. So I just think we kind of lost focus. And when I walked in the locker room, I told the guys that was an ugly win at the end. Should have been way better, but that was a tough win. And tough wins like that, I think, makes your team. When you can come out with a W like that, I think now we'll learn from it. That's the biggest thing. If we learn from this game, then we know we did the right things, and we know we're a good team.
Joel, could you answer?
I feel like our guys responded when they made their run in the second half. I think DJ did a great job of riling us up. I know, me personally, I got to be better in a lot of aspects for our team to be great. I don't think I rebounded well today. I took a dump shot late in the game. Got to make my free throws. I just got to be better overall for our team to succeed the way we want to. So, but I'm just happy our guys came out. We still fought then. RJ made a big play, a lot of big plays tonight. Give credit to this guy to the right too, keeping us together. But now we're just gonna get ready for Saturday.
You know, you look at Daniss. it's easy to give Joel a lot of credit because his numbers are terrific. But, you know, he gets, look, I think I say this all the time to you, I think Sim's playing great in practice right now. But, you know, with him on the court, he just makes everybody better. His assist turnovers, his defense, his intelligence. I mean, he is a big-time basketball player, big time. And just that these two guys have to carry this team mentally because they're the leaders of the team. And I was kidding with them the other day, and I told you, and joking around, they're like Kobe and Shaq, because they're always kidding each other.
So
you said a
what
poor
you say,
man's
he said a
Kobe.
very poor man's
Yeah,
Kobe.
But he's both of them are having a great year. I wanted them to learn. They know I'm upset in the locker room tonight, and I'm doing that intentionally because I have bigger aspirations for them than they do. I have bigger aspirations for Joel. I have bigger aspirations for the team because we're getting better. Look, the team you saw against Michigan was not very good. It was a bunch of guys that you recruited for offense, thinking that offense was going to win for them. And then they suddenly said, no, man, that's not flying. We're going to play defense. And in the first half tonight, they played terrific defense. They mixed it up. They did a lot of great things. But Providence is just doing an amazing job. I'm really happy with the school that I love so much that they hired this coach because he's going to have a brilliant career and he's going to be absolutely great down the road as a recruiter, as a coach. He's got it all. I really love this coach, what he's doing with Providence, because Providence is my unofficial alma mater. I was only there 2 years, but the best 2 years of my life.
We're just going to take a couple more. Sarah?
Coach, Brady's had some terrific games. How do you think he did tonight, and how is his ankle doing? I saw that he twisted it, or he had to limp off the court.
He'll be all right.
He's okay.
You just gotta-
Brady was okay. He was great. He was a microwave guy in the beginning of the game and did a lot of great things. But he, if he'd stop biting his shirt and pay attention to scouting, it would help us tremendously.
Okay, Mike, over here in the back right.
For Rick and Joel both, played a couple games here already, but is it something different playing a Big East game here? Obviously, you're going to play the rest of them here. Is it something different playing a Big East game in this building?
You know, it's a funny thing. Conasec is an amazing home court advantage. It's just amazing. I never knew that because I remember playing there and winning by 1 point, but I never remembered it. And then Father Shanley told me that it wasn't like that last few years. So we want to mix it up. The Garden is what everybody dreams of playing. It's the most. It's crazy, maybe because of my age, but I tear up every time the starting lineup happens because of my memories of Madison Square Garden. Not only is the Nick assistant, Nick head coach, winning 2 back-to-back Big East titles, Madison Square Garden signing my scholarship papers at UMass on the Garden floor. So to me, it's a magical place. It's the world's most famous arena. We're excited to be here. And Joel Fisher and Sal just are like 2 assistant coaches for us, the way they go out of their way. The crowd tonight, you know, Zach, somebody showed me an article you wrote, and we really appreciate that. And, you know, I think they deserve big crowds. But, you know, it does take time. It really takes time. Tonight anybody who was there was so excited to be there. It was a great game. Everybody's drained, which is what you want out of a game. So it'll happen. As long as these guys keep winning, it will happen. Someday the Garden will be packed, but it's just not going to happen overnight. It takes time to build a program, takes time to build crowds, and we're going to get it done. We have a fabulous AD, a fabulous assistant AD, a great president. Everybody's on board to make Madison Square Garden full, and we will. And these guys are going to lead us to, I think, something special. I think they're both great players, and I would do anything for them. And they feel the same about the team. They'll do anything to win. And they'll go into Creighton with a different mindset, which is great.
And Rick, just going off that, did the crowd tonight, I know there were obviously a lot of Providence fans, did it kind of match up with your expectations, being the first Big East home game, you know, with this group?
You know, I don't mind having, you know, a lot of fit. Look, in order for us to sell out the Garden, we need Providence fans, we need Connecticut fans, we need Villanova fans. we need those fans to sell out the Garden. But if we can get, 12,000 St. John's fans and 5,000-6,000 of other people, we got to get the Subway alumni back. Our alumni, they're coming out now, but the Subway alumni said, if you buy the Giants tickets, you buy the Jets tickets, you're paying like $500. You got to go to those games. But with us, we got to build it. We got to build something special, and we will. We're going to build something special here. As long as I keep recruiting people like this, I got very lucky with Daniss showing up at Iona. I really felt I had the best backcourt in the nation with Daniss and Walter Creighton Jr. I didn't think there was anybody better than them, and that's the way they played. And I think he can be the best center in America. That's just my feeling about him. And I don't think there's I wouldn't trade Daniss for any point guard in the country. I think he's going to go on and have a great career after this is over. But I want them to go far this year, far. Keep on going. Don't embrace it. Don't look in the mirror. I told them tonight before the game, I said, don't listen to the noise when you do well. Don't listen to the noise when you don't do well. Just focus on the next play in the game. That's it. Don't listen to anybody telling you you're great. Just focus on the next play in the basketball game. And these guys are doing that.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.